Hi, I'm Gordon Barr. I'm the Artistic Director of Botanic Botanics, and we can't wait to welcome you, our audiences, back to live performances this summer. So, you've booked your tickets, you've packed your picnic, and you're all ready for a bit of outdoor Shakespeare. But you might be wondering how everything's going to work this year with COVID guidelines and restrictions still in place. Well, we've been working incredibly hard to ensure that Botanic Botanics is a safe and enjoyable experience for all our audiences. So I'm going to take you on a little journey through the Botanic Gardens to show you what kind of measures we have in place and what you can expect when you arrive for the show. As you know, the Scottish Government is encouraging everyone to take regular lateral flow tests to catch cases and limit the spread of COVID-19. So if possible, we're encouraging audiences to take a lateral flow test before you come along for a performance, just for that extra peace of mind. Now, I'm here inside the main gate of the Botanics, and as you come into the gardens, you'll see signs like these directing you towards the performance space. Each of these signs also has a QR code that is unique to Botanic Botanics and linked to the Check in Scotland app. We're encouraging all our audiences to download the Check in Scotland app and scan this QR code when you arrive to comply with the NHS Scotland Test and Protect programme. Oh, and don't forget to check out again when you're leaving. So, now I'm here outside the Kibble Palace glasshouse. Normally this is where our on-site box office is located and where I'm sure many of you have picked up tickets for shows in previous years. To minimise face-to-face contact, we don't have an on-site box office this year and you won't need a physical ticket. You'll have been sent a virtual ticket along with your booking confirmation, and all you need to do is show that to our staff on your phone or mobile device, or print it out at home and bring it along with you. So, beautiful as the Kibble Palace is, you won't need to go in there this year. You can just carry on up the path and follow the signs to the performance space. So I made a little detour to the public toilets at the Botanic Gardens, which will be open and available for Botanic Botanics audience members before, during and after the performance. We still need to comply with social distancing guidelines within the facilities, so the number of people who are able to use them at any one time is restricted, which means you may need to queue a little bit. So, without wishing to be indelicate, make sure you arrive in plenty of time to use the facilities and not miss any of the show. To avoid crowding, you may need to queue a little bit to get into the performance space as well. We'll have markers like this along the main path of the Botanic Gardens to ensure that the queue is physically distanced and that everyone's able to stay 2 meters apart from other households. Although face coverings are not required outdoors, we are encouraging audience members to wear masks or face coverings if possible when queuing. Every little helps to make everyone feel comfortable and keep everyone safe. So, you've arrived at the gardens, you've checked in via the Check in Scotland app, you've followed the signs and joined the queue, you're nearly there. So here, at the head of the queue, is where our friendly front of house team will check your virtual ticket. All of our staff will be wearing face coverings, so if they do need to come within 2 meters of you, those extra safety measures are in place. The performance space opens to the public at 7 p.m. and the show starts at 7:45 p.m. But we're definitely encouraging audiences to arrive in plenty of time so you can pick the best spot, unpack the picnic, and pop to the loo if you need to. We'll also have hand sanitizing stations like this one available for you before you enter the performance space. And they're touch-free, so even sanitizing your hands is as safe as it can be. Once we've checked your ticket, it's time to take your seats, because the performance is about to begin. So, when you booked your tickets, you may be wondering what an audience square actually is. Well, here they are. You and your household, or your extended household, will sit together in one of these squares, and you'll be socially distanced from anyone else around you. If you're coming with friends or another household who have booked another square and you want to sit close to them, better to get here early. The squares aren't assigned to particular bookings, so you're free to sit wherever you want, but the later you arrive, the less choice of squares you'll have. We aren't able to provide seating this year, so please bring your own. Camping chairs, stools, blankets, or on a nice night, you might even want to lay out in the grass itself. But this is Scotland, so maybe bring a blanket just in case. And again, if you're moving around the space outside of your own square, please wear a mask or face covering. Now, it's time to settle down and enjoy the show. And on the stage here is where the performance will take place. And this is probably the only time I should be allowed up here. Best leave the acting to the professionals. Above my head, you'll see our new stage canopy. While this can't protect us from every kind of weather, it should hopefully mean that the shows are a little bit more resilient to the rain than they have been in previous years. So make sure you are too. Bring waterproofs, bring an umbrella, and bring layers. Even the warmest day cools down when the sun disappears. So here we go. The stage is empty right now, but by the time you're sat in your little squares out there, this place will be alive with anticipation, ready for the magic of live theatre to come back to the Botanic Gardens, to Glasgow, and to Scotland again. We'll see you there.